Let's be honest. We've all said it, I'll start in 5 minutes. Then, suddenly, 5 hours, or heck, 5 days have passed, and that thing we needed to do? Still not done. You're not alone, procrastination gets the best of all of us. In fact, studies show that over 80% of people struggle with procrastination at least once a week. Here's the good news, procrastination isn't a personality flaw or a sign that you're lazy. Nope. It's often a mental habit that we've unknowingly trained into ourselves over time. And here's the kicker, if we can train ourselves to procrastinate, we can train ourselves to overcome it. Today, I'm sharing 5 science-backed techniques that'll help you kick procrastination to the curb and actually get things done. And don't worry, I'll sprinkle in a few stories, real-life examples, and actionable tips to make it as relatable as possible. Stick around until the end, because the last tip completely changed how I approach my work. First up, let's talk about the 2-minute rule. The concept is simple. If something will take you less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. Don't think. Don't hesitate. Just get it done. I used to struggle with small tasks. Take this for example. I'll wash that one dish later, I'd say. Fast forward 24 hours, and my sink looks like a scene out of a horror movie. I had created a mountain out of something that would have taken less than a minute to fix. Sound familiar? Here's why this rule works. Procrastination feeds off inaction. The longer we delay something, even small things, the bigger and scarier it becomes in our minds. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. Our brains naturally fixate on unfinished tasks. So once you start something, even for just 2 minutes, your brain wants to keep going. It's like giving your brain a little push. Say you need to write a thank you email. Instead of overthinking it, start typing the first sentence. You'll find yourself finishing the whole thing in no time. Or take cleaning your desk. It's messy, and you dread the idea of tidying up. Instead of saying I'll clean it all later, tell yourself, I'll just clear one thing off my desk. Chances are, you'll keep going, because your brain loves progress. So, here's the challenge. Next time you're faced with a tiny task, count down. 3, 2, 1. Go. Just give it 2 minutes. You'll be amazed at how far you get. Let me tell you about a time I felt totally overwhelmed. It was a Monday morning, and I had what felt like a million things to do. Emails, a big presentation, errands. The list was endless. I stared at my to-do list, and instead of starting, I did absolutely nothing. I froze. That's when I discovered time blocking. Here's how it works. Instead of just making a list, you actually schedule each task into your day. You assign tasks to specific time slots. Just like you would a doctor's appointment. 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, write that presentation. 10:15 to 11 o'clock, respond to emails. 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock, work on a project. By doing this, you eliminate the dreaded what should I do next feeling? You've already decided, and now all you have to do is follow the schedule. A friend of mine runs a successful business, and I once asked her, how do you stay so productive? She said, I treat my calendar like my boss. If it's scheduled, I do it. No excuses. That really stuck with me. Here's the science behind it. Time blocking reduces decision fatigue, which happens when you spend too much mental energy deciding what to do next. And trust me, your brain loves having a clear plan. Start small. Block out time for just 2 to 3 key tasks in your day. Even that bit of structure can have a huge impact. And remember, you don't have to be perfect. If something takes longer than expected, that's okay. Adjust the next block and move forward. The goal is progress, not perfection. Have you ever sat down to work, only to get distracted 5 minutes later by a text, a notification, or your own wandering thoughts? Well, same here. This next technique has been a total game changer for me. It's called the Pomodoro Technique. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Focus on just one task, no distractions. And when the timer rings, take a 5-minute break. After 4 Pomodoros, reward yourself with a longer break, 15 to 30 minutes. The reason this works is simple. Our brains struggle with long, uninterrupted focus. But 25 minutes? That feels doable. It's short enough to avoid being overwhelmed, but long enough to make real progress. I used to dread writing scripts for my videos. I'd sit down, get distracted, and never make progress. Then I tried the Pomodoro Technique. I told myself just write for 25 minutes. And you know what? By the end of the timer, I didn't want to stop. That little timer became my best friend. I realized it's not about feeling ready. It's about getting started. During those 5-minute breaks, avoid scrolling on your phone. Instead, stretch, drink water, or take a quick walk. That'll recharge your brain for the next round. Try it out today. Set a timer, and give your task 25 minutes of focused effort. You'll be shocked at how much you get done. Now let's tackle something we've all faced: big, scary tasks. Here's the truth: one of the biggest reasons we procrastinate is because the task feels too big or too vague. When you say, "I need to write a report," or "I need to clean the house," your brain goes into panic mode. It's too much. The solution? Break the task down. Let's say you have to write a 10-page report. That's overwhelming. But what if you broke it into smaller pieces? Outline the report. Write the introduction. Write one paragraph at a time. When you take small, manageable steps, the task feels way less intimidating. Plus, every step you finish gives you a hit of dopamine, the brain chemical that makes you feel good and keeps you motivated. I used this strategy when I needed to organize my garage. I'd been putting it off for months. Then I told myself, today I'll just organize one shelf. That's it. But here's what happened. Once I started, I felt motivated to keep going, and by the end of the day, the garage was spotless. The trick is momentum. Just focus on one small step, and the rest will follow. Finally, let's talk about rewards. Because let's face it, we're all more motivated when there's something to look forward to. Here's the idea: when you tie a task to a small reward, you create a positive feedback loop. Your brain starts to associate the task with feeling good, which makes you more likely to do it again. Finish a big task? Reward yourself with 20 minutes of your favorite show. Complete a workout? Treat yourself to your favorite smoothie. I used this trick when I was studying for exams in college. I'd tell myself, once I study for an hour, I'll take a break and grab some coffee. That little reward kept me focused and gave me something to look forward to. The key is to keep the reward small and simple, something that feels satisfying but doesn't completely derail your focus. You want the reward to keep you motivated, not distracted. For example, if you finish a difficult task, you might reward yourself with 15 minutes of scrolling through your favorite social media feed, but set a timer so you don't get lost in the endless scroll. Or, if you've just completed a big chunk of your to-do list, you could take a walk, listen to music, or grab a treat like your favorite snack. The science behind this is tied to our brain's dopamine system. Dopamine, often called the feel-good chemical, is released when we anticipate and experience rewards. By combining tasks with rewards, we're training our brains to see work as something positive rather than just a chore. Pair boring or difficult tasks with something you enjoy to create a double win. For example, if you hate folding laundry, listen to a fun podcast or an audiobook while you do it. Suddenly, the task becomes more enjoyable, and you're still getting things done. So, let's do a quick recap of the 5 science-backed techniques that will help you finally stop procrastinating and start getting things done. 1. The 2-minute rule. If it takes less than 2 minutes, just do it now. 2. Time blocking. Schedule your tasks into specific time slots to eliminate decision fatigue. 3. The Pomodoro Technique. Focus for 25 minutes, then take short breaks to keep your brain fresh. 4. Break it down. Turn big scary tasks into smaller, manageable steps. 5. Reward yourself. Tie tasks to small rewards to create positive associations and boost motivation. Remember, procrastination isn't about being lazy, it's often about being overwhelmed, perfectionistic, or unsure of where to start. These techniques will help you push through that mental barrier, take action, and build momentum. Procrastination is like a snowball, it starts small but grows the longer you let it roll. But here's the good news: progress works the same way. Once you take that first small step, you'll build momentum and feel unstoppable. So, what's one thing you've been putting off? I challenge you to pick one of these techniques and try it today. Start small, build that momentum, and watch how much you can achieve. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, and subscribe for more tips on improving your mindset, productivity, and life. Leave a comment below and let me know which of these techniques you're going to try first. And don't forget to check the affiliate links below in the description. You might find something that helps. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And let's get stuff done.